Hello everyone, this is Nick from Arcade Hunters, and this is a bit of a combo review. This is Street Fighter Alpha 2 and Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold, and this is also on the PlayStation 2 Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. Now, I just want to say before I get started with this video, I'm very sorry if I do have my information wrong. You know, trying to find information about the differences between Gold and the regular edition of Alpha 2 was very varying when I went on to Wikipedia. It was sounding like, you know, was Alpha 2 Gold released in the arcades, or was it just for the home consoles? It didn't really say it. It made it sound like it did come out in the arcades, but I never remember playing Alpha 2 Gold in the arcades. And speaking of arcades, the original Alpha 2 came out in 1996, and then it was released on the home consoles. It was released on the Saturn and PlayStation 1, and as you probably have already seen, the Super Nintendo had a version where it used that special chip that allowed it to get more animation on the cart, but as you could see from, you know, watching this, and then if you go back and look at the Super Nintendo version, they really had to take a lot of cuts to get that game to work on the Super Nintendo. You know, as cool it is, it's, you know, the very tinny sound. It does still play alright, but not as good as this version that you're watching me playing. Now, on the screen you can see two of the brand new characters that were added into the game. Again, on the right, makes his appearance from the original Street Fighter. Very surprised that guy's still alive and kicking around, especially since he's in Street Fighter 4. I don't know if he'd be making an appearance in Street Fighter 5, though. But speaking of the new Street Fighter 4, Rolento on the left is actually in rumors of being one of the two added characters into the new arcade version that's coming out in Japan for Super Street Fighter 4, along with Alex from Street Fighter 3. So it'll be interesting to see if those two characters really do make an appearance. I've been hearing rumors about as much as 7 added characters, but that's for another time. Now, also added into the game, there were 3 other characters that were added in. Dalsim and Zangi from Street Fighter 2 make welcome appearances, and as you'll be seeing in the next part of the video, Sakura makes her debut as, you know, Ken's big Ryu superfan that wants to pretty much just emulate him every way she can. And I really like Sakura. She has a lot of cool moves. You know, it just feels like, you know, she's, you know, not perfect at what she does, but she has some cool things that she can do with, like, the little hops and stuff like that you can confuse people with. And there's also the X versions of different characters you can play as Chun-Li in her classic costume, and also the US version has Evil Ryu and the Street Fighter Championship Edition versions of Dalsim and Zan. And if you do use them, that means you can't use your supers, which is a big thing that you're going to miss, because this game also, as you can see, added in a brand new feature called Custom Supers, or Custom Combos, that you can unleash by pressing the 2 attack buttons together, or 2 punch and a kick together. And that as long as you're over level 1 on your combo meter, you can just unleash a really devastating attack just by, like, slamming buttons around. I know you can get more in depth with that, because I've watched combo videos from Alpha 3 where the people just go absolutely insane with the custom combos, and this is just kind of me just, like, slamming on as many buttons as I can, trying to do many you know, different supers as I can to get the more attacks in. Now, next in the video, you're going to be seeing some footage from Alpha 2 Gold. That was also the game that was included in the Street Fighter collection on the PlayStation 1 that I've previously done a video for. Now, Alpha 2 Gold, as I've said in the beginning of the video, it's very hard to find out what actual changes there are. But here's one of the biggest changes. Tammy is a hidden character. If you highlight m.bison, if you keep pressing select, if you press it twice, you can actually access Tammy. And what's cool about her is that also one of her supers is m.bison comes out and does a Psycho Crusher. So she's still being controlled by m.bison. She works for Shadows, so it's really cool that they did add her into the game, and they got some of her story in there. Also, Dalsim can do his teleport, and Sakura has what I like to call her bop attack, where she does that little hop in the air and she can smash down your head and give you a bit of a juggle, which is pretty cool. Now, also, some of the characters have EX versions. I know m.bison has one, Sagat has one, and that just changed it up, but from what I heard was a lot of people dislike the changes that they did to Alpha 2 Gold, and I'm not sure exactly because I've only, I wish I did a little more research before I did this, but, I don't really have the luxury to go around and do a lot of research and stuff, since I got a lot of videos I still have to cover, but for me, I really like Alpha 2 Gold, and, play each one of them and see, how you like it. So, this is Alpha 2 and Alpha 2 Gold, and I'll be right back with Alpha 3, so thank you very much for watching.